There are moments in life when a number seems to follow you. You glance at the clock, 11:11, a receipt total, 333, a license plate, 444. At first, it feels like coincidence, but then it keeps happening again and again and again. And somewhere inside you, a quiet question begins to form. Is this a sign? Today, I want to gently explore that question with you because angel numbers aren't just about numbers. They're about awareness. They're about the subtle ways the universe tries to get your attention without ever raising its voice. Let's start with something simple. Angel numbers are repeating number patterns that seem to appear at just the right moment, not randomly, but meaningfully. They often show up when you're thinking deeply, feeling uncertain, or standing at a quiet crossroads in your life. And in those moments, they can feel like a whisper, a reassurance, a nudge. But here's something important to understand. Angel numbers don't create meaning. They highlight what you're already feeling. They bring your awareness to something that's already within you. So when you see a number like 111, it's not just about the number itself. It's about the moment you saw it. What were you thinking? What were you feeling? Because that's where the message lives. Let's explore a few of the most common angel numbers and what they tend to represent. 111. This is often seen as a number of alignment, a moment where your thoughts are closely connected to your direction. When you see 111, it's a gentle reminder to be aware of your mindset, because what you're focusing on is gaining momentum. 222. This number carries a softer energy. It's about balance, patience, and trust. If you've been feeling uncertain, 222 often appears as reassurance. Things are unfolding, even if you can't see it yet. 333. This number often shows up during moments of growth. It can feel like encouragement, a quiet message that says, you're not alone in this. It's a reminder to keep moving forward, even if the path feels unclear. 444. This is a grounding number. It's about stability, protection, support. When you see 444, it often appears when you need to feel anchored, like something unseen is holding you steady. 555. This one carries movement, change, transformation. If 555 keeps appearing, something in your life is shifting. And while change can feel uncomfortable, it's often necessary. Now, here's where it becomes more personal. Because angel numbers aren't just about definitions, they're about your connection to them. Two people can see the same number and feel something completely different. And that's okay, because the meaning isn't fixed, it's felt. Let's pause for a moment. Think about the last number that stood out to you. Maybe it was on a clock, a phone screen, a random place you didn't expect. Now ask yourself, what was happening in that moment? What were you thinking about? What were you feeling? Because that's where your answer begins. Angel numbers don't interrupt your life. They appear within it. They meet you exactly where you are. And here's something I want to say gently. You don't need to chase them. You don't need to force meaning. The more you try to control it, the quieter the message becomes. Instead, just notice. Just be aware, because awareness is where clarity begins. There's also something deeper happening here. When you start noticing angel numbers more often, it's usually not because they suddenly appeared. It's because you became more present, more open, more aware of the subtle things around you. And that awareness extends beyond numbers. It begins to shape how you experience everything: your relationships, your decisions, your intuition. Angel numbers are often just the beginning, a doorway into something deeper. And sometimes they show up during moments of doubt, when you're questioning a decision or wondering if you're on the right path. In those moments, seeing a number like 111 or 444 can feel like a quiet confirmation, not a command, not a guarantee, but a gentle sense of, you're okay. And sometimes that's all you need. So what should you actually do when you keep seeing angel numbers? Let's keep it simple. First, notice the moment. Second, acknowledge the feeling. Third, let it settle. You don't need to decode everything immediately. Sometimes the message reveals itself later. There's also something important to remember. Not every number is a message, but every moment of awareness is meaningful. So if you've been seeing repeating numbers lately, just know you're not imagining it, you're noticing. And that awareness is something to trust. Because life doesn't always speak loudly. Sometimes it speaks in patterns, in timing, in quiet repetition. And if you're open to it, those small moments can guide you in ways that feel surprisingly clear. So the next time you see 1111 or 333 or any number that catches your attention, don't rush to define it. Just pause, just feel. And ask yourself, what is this moment trying to show me? Because the answer is often already there. Thank you for being here with me. Until next time, stay open, stay aware, and trust the quiet signs meant for you.